Hi guys, my name is Ninad and I'm a SharePoint SPFx developer with more than 12 years of experience. And today I'm going to show you how to build SharePoint SPFx web part from scratch. Okay, so I will help you with all the steps from start till the web part is running. Okay, so how to start? So let's say if you know there is a requirement at your job or any client says that we have a SharePoint uh, web part with the classic content editor web part. So now we want to we need to change it or to shift to the future proof SharePoint SPFX. So how will you start? What will be the first step that you will do? Okay. So guys, so let's start. I'll show you from the start. What will be the first step that you have to take in order to set up your SharePoint development? Okay. So the first thing what you have to do is you have to go to any of your browser and simply type SPFX. Okay. SPFX over here in Microsoft Learn, the first link you see, click on it. Okay, you will see this page. What you have to do, you can read if you want, or if you want to directly get started, expand this getting started and click on setup development environment. Okay, so this is the main thing. This is all the packages or the softwares that we need to get our SharePoint SPFX website up and running. So you can go through, read the package, read this sorry page, and you will understand what all things you need to do. So for you, I will help you out. What you need to do is, so over here you see install Node.js. This is the first thing from top you start. This is the first thing you need to install. Okay. If you have Node.js on your system, you can check in your control panel over here. Go to the programs and features, and over here, so type N. You should see something like this. Okay, and you will also see the version over here. Okay, and if it is not present, then you right click on you click here, click on open a new tab. It will open a separate tab for Node.js. Click on downloads. Okay, and then click on Windows installer. It will give you a package. Double click on it and just run, and you should see Node.js installation over here. So that is the first step you need to do. That's it. After that, come back again on this page. Now the next thing is you need to check the version, what it is installed. If you have downloaded this, it will always be this version, latest version, version 24.11. Okay. And if not, if you have downloaded something else, so you can copy this and paste it over here. So I have 18.20.4 version installed on my system. Okay. You can install anything, but the latest is always supported and recommended by the SharePoint framework community. The next thing is code editor. I believe you must be having Visual Studio Code, which is the recommended code editor by the Microsoft. That is the lightweight and the best one to use. Okay. And the next thing is we need to install this. So what they have shown over here is that you can install three things in one line, or you can go one by one. This is the first. What you need to do is, so we'll go one by one rather than going this. It will not confuse you. Come over here, install Gulp. Okay, copy this, open your command prompt, and just simply paste it. Okay, and click on enter. It will get installed. Okay, you don't have to do anything. The next thing you need to do is install Yeoman. Once this is done, once this is done installing, you will see, copy this, again paste it over here, again press enter, same thing. Then the third installation is this. Okay, you also need to install this one. Copy this, install. And then the last one is Yeoman SharePoint generator. Okay, copy this and again install. So guys, this is just for the one time setup. You don't have to do each and every time you create a SharePoint web part. This is just the one time setup for your machine, because we need all this installations for our SPFx web part. So once all this thing is done till here, okay, what you need to do is you need to create a project. So for that, first you need to create a folder, okay? And in that folder, we will place our all the SPFX solution. So rather than doing and creating a folder, what we will do is I'll show you how AI, GitHub Copilot can help you ease all these things and develop your SPFX web part without you writing a single line of code. So for that, go to your Visual Studio Code. The first thing you need to do is here you need to click on extension, search for PnP SPFx. What you will say is this, the first one over here, SharePoint Framework Toolkit. After you have installed all those uh, applications, all those packages from your command prompt or your CMD, you come to the Visual Studio Code, go to extension. In the extension search bar, type PnP SPFX, and you will see the first link over here, SharePoint Framework Toolkit. This is what we need to install. This is also one time, okay? You don't have to install every time. There will be an option install over here. Just click on it, and after you install, you will see an icon over here. Just click on it. Okay. Once you click on it, you click on create new project. Okay. What you need to do is this is the actual way. Okay. There are there are two ways. Once you do it by the command prompt where you enter all the commands like you Microsoft slash SharePoint, and then it will ask for this. And the other way is this, the one that I'm showing through UI. And this is the best and the easiest way. Okay, it will help you set up your project much and much faster. Okay, so and it's very easy. So after the CMD, all the packages are installed, the one which I showed you earlier. After the extension is installed, PnP SPFX, click on this PnP SPFX, click on create new project. Okay, the first step is folder. What you need to do is create a folder. Click on the folder, give the name of your solution, hello world. I'll just write the hello world web part. What component you wish to create, just select web part. What should be the name of your web part? Let's say hello world. And the framework, I suggest you click on React, because React is what the Microsoft is now building all its future updates on it. So even I suggest you always select React. Okay, don't do anything over here, just keep it as it is. Okay, run npm install after the project. If it is not tick mark, just tick mark on it, and then create a new SPFX project. It will take a little bit of time, so let's wait. And once the installation or the scaffolding is done, we will resume. Okay, you should see something like this after a couple of minutes. Don't do anything, it's still installing. Okay, when you see npm I, don't touch anything, don't touch any of your keyboard, let it complete. You will know once it is completed. Okay, let's wait few more minutes. Okay, so now you can see it is the npm install is done. Okay, so from here we can start building our SPFX web part. So As you can see on the left hand side, there are many files and folders. The node modules is the one folder which contains all the necessary packages that is required. Okay, so whatever the time it took, it all install on this folder, node modules folder. Okay, then there is a VS Code folder. Let's close this terminal or let's minimize this. Okay, so in this launch.json, what you can do is see whenever you want to run your web SPFx web part on local workbench, you need to provide a tenant over here. Tenant, just copy your tenant domain. So for me, it is this timesheet application I'm working on. So this is it. And if I paste it over here, okay, till the name of the web page you have to copy. Okay, and then you paste it over here. I'll show you how this will help. Okay, now this is the settings.json. You don't have to do anything over here. Config folder contains config.json. You don't have to really do anything over here. Then deploy, nothing. These are all the metadata of the our SPFX web part. You don't really need to do. In the serve.json also, you need to do this. Paste the URL of your site. Okay, and followed by underscore layout workbench. You will see how we will use this to develop our SPFX web part. Okay, so node modules I showed you. This contains all the folders and files. So this src folder, and when you expand the web part folder, you will see assets, components, and log folder. So your 99% of the time you will be working on this components folder. Okay. In this components folder, you will see three files. Hello world, which is our web part name, .module.scss. This is the super CSS class file. This hello world.tsx is the main heart of your SPFX web part. Whatever you see in your front end is coming from this page. Okay. And there is hello world props.ts file. So if you know React, you should know, you will be knowing, what are props and what are states. So we need a props file. So this is over here. Okay. And apart from that, the main thing is this package.json. In this package.json, this dependencies contains all the installation or the packages that we will install. You can see over here. So for example, if you want to install Bootstrap, okay, so you can just go to Google and then search for npm Bootstrap. So whenever if you want to install a package in SPFX web part, so let's say Bootstrap, or you can say you want to install excel.js, you start with the npm followed by the one that you want. Okay, it will open up the first link, which is npm.js. Just go to this file, go to this page, just copy this one. Just click on here, and then what you need to do is open the terminal and just paste it and hit enter. And I will show you where it shows. See, it has started showing over here. So whatever external packages you install, you can see it in here. Okay, and then later you can use it in your this .tsx file. So anything with .tsx, just keep that in mind that it contains a UI which can be seen on the screen. Okay, anything with the .tsx. There may be solutions where there are multiple components and they are routed or and they are interconnected with each other. That is fine, but each and every component will have at least one render file that must be serving some or the other module in your project. Okay, so for now, for a beginner, For start, this hello world.tsx contains a boilerplate code. Of course, we can edit and we can start building our own, but for now, I would want to show you that how to get started with the SPFX web part. So once you see what you see over here is the all the imports that are necessary, which is all the boilerplate. This is all necessary. You don't touch anything. If you want to add, you add it from here. This is the default class. This is the web part name, and these are the props that are needed. If you know React, you would understand that the props are needed. Okay, and this is the render method. Okay, and this is the return. So whatever inside in return is what you will see in your website, or you can say on your page. Okay, so over here they have just written all the boilerplate, welcome to SharePoint framework and all those things. So I will, the next step is we need to enter a command called gulp serve space hyphen hyphen no browser. Okay, just hit enter. So this will start our local workbench where you can, you know, test before actually deploying it to your SharePoint page. In later videos, I will also show you how to deploy to a SharePoint page. So for now, let's go step by step. And for now, let's just see how the local workbench is, because this is where all the heavy lifting you will do. You will modify all your components and props, or you will write a new render, a new UI properties or anything, adding button, text field, drop down, everything will happen in this .tsx and inside the return. Okay, so this is loading up. So I'll give you one tip whenever you are running a gulp serve. Okay, and okay, wait, let me show you with the example that will make sense. So let me open up this serve.json like I told you earlier. Okay, I have copied this. Let me go to my browser. It's already there, but let me paste it again. Okay, this is the UI that you will see. You need to click on the plus icon and find out local. Don't use frequently used or AI or any other thing. Just see where the local is and use the one, because this is the one we are working, right? So we know that this is our web part and it is local. So this is the key thing. You should always look for local and the name of your web part. So this is our web part. I click on hello world. Okay. Now you can see this is what I see in the front end, and this is the exact thing that you will see over here. Well done. This is dynamic my display name, web part property value. The app is running on a local environment. The SharePoint Framework Extensibility Model, Microsoft Viva. The SharePoint is extensively modeled Viva. Okay. So anything you modify over here, it will reflect on this. So this is your UI, you can say. Okay. And this is the gulp serve that is running. So whenever you are trying or you are developing the SPFX web part, you need to keep it running. Okay. Then only you will be able to see all the changes. So I'll give you one tip. So let's say I just made a change. For example, I uh, added my name. Welcome to SharePoint Framework, Ninad. Okay. Now, if I click on Control S, just look over here in the bottom what happens. I click on it. Again, the gulp server runs, it refreshes. And the one thing you look is you need to check after you press Control S, it runs, and you need to check for the reload sign. Only after you see the reload sign, you come here, you refresh the page. you see the word Ninad is added over here. If you don't see reload, no matter how much time you control S and refresh the page, you will still see the older version like before this. This is how you will see. Okay. You need to see the reload message in your Gulp serve task in order to see the changes that you have done. Then you come to the page, then you refresh it. Okay. So this is how you get started in your SPFX project. Okay. So you know for your project you need to remove all this. You can add a div, okay, and just say hello world. Okay, so this is all not in use, so we will remove it. This also not needed. Styles also not needed. We are not using anything. This is a clean slate. Okay. Instead of hello world in the return, you might be having some buttons, some banners, some headers, H1 tags, some drop downs. Okay, many things will be there. Your entire form will be there. So this is how it works. So I click on Control S. Now it runs. This get refreshes. Now I'm waiting for reload sign. Okay, the reload sign came. So I think I'm ready to refresh the page to see the changes. If I refresh the page, okay, there you go. You see, hello world. So yes, guys, this is how you start. So to wind up today's video, what we did was we went to the SPFX documentation of Microsoft. 3 or 4 packages that we need to install. You can check it from the website that I showed you earlier. You can navigate back to the start of the video and see what was the link. Okay, install Gulp, Node, whatever it is. It's just one time. After that, inst go come to the Visual Studio Code. Like I said, click on the extension, enter PnP SPFx. Okay, install the first one. You will see an icon over here after you install. Click on it, then create a project. Right now it's under the project. You will see an option to create a project. Create it, and after that the npm install will run. The main part, the main heart of your application is this .tsx file. Okay, anything you do it in here. Okay, in the later video we will see how we can, you know, modify this application, or what we will do is we will create a new project altogether with real world example. And in the next video we will see, with the help of AI, I'll tell you how to install GitHub Copilot Chat, and how GitHub Copilot Chat will help you create the entire logic for your application without even you writing a single line of code. Okay, trust me guys, you don't have to write anything, it will be all done for you. That's how powerful the GitHub Copilot is. So I'll show you in the next video, and will also show you how to deploy that SPFX web part to a modern site. Okay, so for now, thank you guys for watching this far. I hope you like the video, and if you like the video, please do subscribe and comment what you like and what you want to see next.